Well, good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of My Hair is Gigantic, the Albino Rhino beer review. And today, we have beer that I was able to pick up at, well, the one and only Brook. And I got to meet one of my good buddies there and share some beers. And then he went back to Barrie. So anyway, this is Arkells Morning Brew. So this was a collaboration between Brook and the Arkells. Arkells are a band, for those that don't know, and this is a coffee Brett Pale Ale at 5.1% alcohol by volume, and it's made with Detour coffee, which I do believe is the coffee they use in their actual coffee pale ale, which is an amazing drink. Today we're going to drink it out of my newest Teku, which if I had known was only $5, I would have bought a shitload of. I picked this up at Brook when I was at their Father's Day picnic. So, not Brook, at Cameron's when I was at their Father's Day picnic. This is their old logo, not to be mistaken with the new logo. But yeah, they had a bunch of Tekus there for $5, all sporting the old logo. And if I had known they were $5 Tekus, I would have bought shitloads of them. So let's open up this coffee pale ale and get at it. Nothing else really on the bottle to read, so nothing else to do but drink it. Coffee pale ale with Brett. Had a nice pop when it opened. I remember the first coffee pale ale I had at Brook. I loved it so much I went out and I made my own coffee pale ale right after that. And even my coffee pale ale was pretty damn good. That's a beautiful color. I would have figured it would have been a little darker. I would have figured the coffee would have put more in it. But it might have been, might have been coffee added just in the fermentation. It might have been cold pressed coffee. It might have been a lot of different things. I just figured it would have a little bit darker color, but the haze is about where I thought it would be. I didn't think it was going to be black like coffee actually is, but I figured it was going to be more in the like red to brown hue. But yeah, we have it. It's very hazy. I cannot see through it. It's got a nice off-white head. The head has formed giant bubbles. It looks great. It had a big snap, crackle, pop. Does it still? Oh, a little snap, crackle, pop now. But yeah, nice golden color. A little bit of carbonation moving in their scent. That's intriguing. That looks awesome. Okay. So, it smells divine, to be honest with you. It's actually pretty much smelling like mangoes, orange, and a touch of chocolate and coffee. But the mangoes and the orange just pop in my face. Very fruity. It smells like breakfast. Mangoes, orange, coffee, and a bit of chocolate. It smells divine. Let's try it. Cheers. Okay. I really like this beer. I really do. But I think the regular coffee pail is the better way to go with this. I don't know why, but I don't know if there's just not as much coffee in this as was in the original coffee pale ale. I don't know if there's just a lot more hops. I don't know if the Brett's toned it all down. But it's fairly... like, all the tastes are there. They're just not as in your face as I was expecting. Excuse me about that. I was getting one of those little mucus bubbles at the back of the throat for some reason. Okay. The more I drink it, the more the coffee flavor comes through. But there is forefront like orange juice. The forefront is sweet like orange juice. It's full on orange juice. A little bit of mango. Then I get that coffee flavor. And it's like black coffee, but almost watered down. Almost like somebody made an Americano. Then you get that drying, almost clove-like dryingness of the Brett on the back end. Excuse me. And burps to orange juice. All in all, it's a really good beer. It's just not where I expected it to be. What's our size on this? I don't even know. Is this a 333? 355, I mean? I don't know the size of this bottle. It's the same as the Project Brew bottles. Do they have a size on them? No, it doesn't look like it. I'm only curious because I want to... The bottle was $4.50 a bottle. I think it's worth $4.50 a bottle. I think I would buy it again. I just don't think it's as amazing as I remember the original coffee pail. So that all being said, I would easily give this one. Ooh, when you chug it, it actually tastes a lot better. It's weird when you chug it. The coffee and the fruits work really well together, and then that drying from the Brett works really well too. But when you're sipping on it, it just doesn't come off as good. All in all, I'd give this an 8.75 out of 10. I would buy it again. I would actually seek it out. I know I seemed nonchalant and non-caring the whole review, but it's just because I gave the original coffee pail like a 9.75 out of 10 because I loved it. It was almost perfect. And I expected this to basically be that, but with Brett. And it's not what I got. But that's okay. It's a really good beer nonetheless. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.